In his inaugural address as Hezbollah's new chief, Naim Qassem declared that the militant group's war against Israel will persist amid rising tensions. This statement comes in the wake of significant losses for Hezbollah, including the elimination of its former leader Hassan Nasrallah by Israeli forces in September. Since Nasrallah's death, Israel has claimed to have targeted several high ranking Hezbollah officials, intensifying the conflict between the two entities. Qassem, who was appointed on October 29th, affirmed that Hezbollah would maintain its aggressive stance towards Israel, emphasizing a commitment to the war plan laid out by his predecessor. He stated, and I quote, "We will continue our war plan within the outlined political frameworks. We will remain on the path of war." End quote. According to Al Jazeera, Qassem said that the group will keep fighting in its war with Israel until it is offered ceasefire terms it deems acceptable, as Israeli forces bombarded the ancient eastern Lebanese city of Baalbek and its outskirts following forced evacuation orders. According to Al Jazeera, he said, quote, "If the Israelis decide to stop the aggression, we say that we accept, but according to the conditions that we see as suitable. We will not beg for a ceasefire." End quote. Noting that political efforts to secure a deal have yet to yield results. Qassem criticized those who suggest Israel was provoked by the October 7 attacks by Hamas, reminding them of decades of violence against Palestinians. Expressing readiness for confrontation, he said, quote, "It's better for us to have a resistance with a defensive attack than to wait for Israel to attack us. If it is imposed on us, we will face it with all strength and determination." End quote. Qassem stressed that Hezbollah is not fighting for external interests, but rather for its own agenda. In response, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant reacted with skepticism, referring to Qassem's leadership as a temporary appointment. Israeli officials further asserted that the only resolution for Lebanon lies in dismantling Hezbollah as a military force, dismissing Qassem's potential tenure as a leader. Lebanon's prime minister expressed hope on Wednesday that a ceasefire deal with Israel would be announced within days, as Israel's public broadcaster published what it said was a draft agreement providing for an initial 60-day truce. Mikati said, quote, "We are doing everything we can and we should remain optimistic that in the coming hours or days we will have a ceasefire." End quote. Qassem has been involved with Hezbollah since 1991, when he was appointed deputy chief by then Secretary General Abbas al-Musawi, who was killed shortly thereafter by an Israeli airstrike.